really interested, intellectually curious about things.
Yeah.
In any given day, I can have upwards of 15 to 20 thoughts going on about, angle of attack, or because I've got the ability to take on data.
To process
I think I will. I think I'll just take on what's loads.
And you're using that analytical mind.
So I'm using that analytical mind, but I'm
it.
not. If I'm at work, what I try and do is distill down things into what are the really critical things.
Exactly.
I can't seem to do that with guys. So is it my angle of attack? Is it where my hands are? Is it where should my hips be?
If we did other sports like we play golf, we probably would pack it up, because it's like you're playing football or you're playing tennis, and it's like you've hit it off the frame of the racket and it goes off the court, and then you just do it again, and you keep playing, and you're just like hitting it off the racket.
So that's the shank equivalent, isn't it?
Yeah, or slicing, or playing football and just hitting it out off the outside of the boot, and it goes that way, and you're trying to kick it that way, but you do it, and like every now and again it keeps happening and happening and happening, but you just keep playing every week, and it's like you just accept it. And what happens in golf is we get a handicap. Nice one.
And that, Marcus, is my flight shape. That's 9 times out of 10 with my
fade.
With my iron. Yeah.
So you aim left and allow for a bit of a fade. Yeah. So there's a flight, and what you've attuned yourself to is a certain shape and pattern.
And of all the club, this is what I mean. If you give me this 7, 8, 9, I'm
comfortable. And it's pattern recognition.
You see, what I definitely feel is if I try and increase club head speed, a fade doesn't turn into a slice, but I lose a lot of length.
Yeah, it's a consistent fade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is fine, but what we're going to do is we're going to draw it. Okay?
Right.
Because of the way that you're moving, that goes out, and then you rotate. The only place you can go is left.
Yes.
Okay, and you've got to stop to let this go. But the problem is now the arms should be, if you like, the swing should be getting narrower, which allows basically you to rotate faster, because it takes the inertia off. So you can rotate fast now and then throw the levers. And now you're using the swing weight, as opposed to the levers are all wide, have been released. You've got a lot of inertia on the center, because this is where your shoulders, this is the centre of rotation for your shoulders. You've loaded it with inertia, so it's slowing your rotation down. So it's like an ice skater. They do that, they slow down, they do that, they speed up. Okay, so what they're doing is as soon as from the change of direction, it's narrowing, not widening. And then
And the widening is not so much distance here, it's distance here.
yeah, it's just you're letting the levers just.
So I've got to think more about that.
Well, it'll all change, because what's going to happen then is it loads you into the floor. Instead of moving everything together, you're going to use that shift to create a chain. So you're now using the ground and loading to be able to push off and then fire. As opposed to at the minute, because everything's moving together, the system's so heavily constrained, it can't separate pressure shift from mass shift. So think of this as mass, body movement, shift, that's body weight. So this is body weight, that's weight transfer, that's pressure shift.
Yeah.
So my centre of mass ain't moving much, but I'm shifting pressure. That red dot on that screen is going.
And so what we're saying is that pressure shift is where the energy should come from.
Yeah, this is the origin.
Right.
And then everything now
Everything
can
should
start to
originate
react
from there,
exactly.
not from here.
So this, you shift the pressure, now you can react, and then as you're swinging, you shift the pressure again, now you can react. So once we get you drawing the ball,
yes,
you can differentiate between left to right and right to left, and then the difference in your movement.
Yeah.
And now you can start to, the straight is somewhere in the middle of all that, but you can start to essentially regulate that needle and start to move it on the dial.
That's cool.
So for example, you're going to recognise at the minute you're doing this, you're throwing it and moving across, so you swing that way and move it that way and you get that. But then as soon as you change your pattern to this, to more of a route, and just let the club react to you, okay, that's a bit straighter, it's still a bit of a fade, so I need to more draw. Draw it.
Got it.
So straight away, within 1 or 2 shots, I mean I only do little half swings, but you regulate it. You're attuned to this. Those, in your world, will be like different continents. between those movements. They're not just different postcodes. They are like they're like this is like it's going to be so what that draw for you is going to be so far removed. That's so far removed from what you normally do because you live in this world. And basically, once we actually start to go more wider this way, what happens is your golf balls start doing this instead of doing that.
Yes.
So we end up tightening up here and we get that, as opposed to being much more expansive here, and we end up getting this all the time. And if I'm getting too much of this, I can move into this. And if so, you start hooking it on the balls.
I like the self-learning, self-actualisation stuff. The ability to be able to spot and fix would be really cool.
Exactly. So what we're going to start to do, just take your grip for me. Okay, keep your grip, nice and relaxed, relax the elbows. That's how they should be feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, now shrug the shoulders up and make some circles back. So roll them back, shoulder circles back. So shrug and roll them back, that's it. So your scaps, keep it going. So you've got some scap wide, that's it. And the neck, the shoulders, the arms, that's it. And then the wrists. Okay, so we've got, keep your grip pressure firm in your fingers though. So your fingers can grip it firm, but your wrists, they've got movement, but you're still gripping it firm, but you've got wrist movement. So the wrists are free to articulate, they're a free joint. And then you can feel what open is, and you can feel what closed is, and you can feel what out to the right is. That's more of a draw, potentially. So now you've got a path that's going out to the right and drawing.
Instead of thinking that like my hands have been like this.
Yeah,
right?
they're so rigid. So here, this isn't going to matter. All that matters is what this is doing.
Yeah.
These are just a conduit. Throw the weight back and up. You're not trying to control it. You're throwing it back and up. Throw it back and up. There you go. There. That's it. Yes. Good. Now there's some lag. Nice. There's a swing weight. Just soften your arms and use the swing weight a little bit more up and down. There you go. Use your wrists on the way back, let them cock more on the way back. That's it, cock them up into the air, cock the club up, there you go. Feel the weight, feel that snap release of the wrist. Now use that snap on the way through, use the snap. There you go, make it really late. Fantastic, and that's a snap, that's the face closing, feel that? So this is the kind of direction we're going to need to recognise for a draw.
Yeah.
And so we've got to start to recognise how we free up the motion. Now, you're naturally right-handed.
Yes.
So take it with your right hand. What I want you to do is I want you to make that shape. Think of an infinity or figure eight over here, and I want you to make a figure eight in front like this. Make a figure eight. That's it. Lovely. Now let the elbow just help you a little bit. Soften the arms. Look how much my arm's moving here. To help, use the elbow. That's it. Lovely. So it creates like a slingshot on the way through. Sling it. There you go. That's the chain you want to be feeling in your golf swing. That's your levers sequencing using lag, and then snapping. All that potential energy that's been created is then transferred. That's the kinetics of it. Kinetic energy through there. That's it. Now feel the snap, and now notice how you're snapping the club face closed as well. So the face snaps closed. That's it. That's going to hook it, that's a draw. Now think of the butt end of the golf club. So that was the club head you were probably thinking of. Now, thinking of that end of the club. That makes, we do it with this end now to make that infinity shape. Yes, feel the, see how long now, can you direct your golf club, Simon, with the butt end out to the right to get more draw, because that's going to shift your swing out to the right, that's going to create more draw. Like a hook. Yeah, not with the arm this way. Throwing that butt of the club. Yeah. Keep your grip. Keep your grip on that. So you can use your elbow and you can throw the butt over there. And then that club gets thrown that way.
Right, so I've got to feel like that's
Yes.
that.
Awesome.
That. Because that's the lag, isn't it?
Exactly. To accentuate it, pick your club up this way in front of you now, and you're going to, like a lasso slingshot here, we're going to throw it out to the right. There you go. Pick it up, swing it round and throw it out. That's it.
So it's got to feel like it's going there.
Because it's always got to be like anything that's been thrown like a conker on a piece of string, right? Here, you're the pivot. That's always travelling away on a tangent to the pivot to maintain tension. That creates consistency here. All I'm doing is this, and allowing that to swing. The moment I stop, I lose it, look, no tension. So what happens is you have to then create tension. If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to clubhead speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos. Just grip it with both hands now. Now you don't have to make the figure 8, but just feel the direction for the draw, in and out. Good, that's it, yeah. Nice.
I need to feel joint freedom.
Yeah.
And I need to feel that out there feeling.
Yeah. And let the shaft, let the clubhead rotate.
Yeah.
Play a couple of shots, little half swings, see how much you can hook it. Little half swings. So a little 3/4 swing, feeling that arc that you just felt there, now to the right. Yeah, and again, doesn't matter about how we strike it, just getting used to swinging this way.
I think that's all I've got to focus on at this stage. Yeah.
Exactly.
And by the way, I'm not afraid of going backwards to go forward, so that's cool.
Well, you'll be fine. Well done, and again. So where you're perceiving right to be, this is what we've got to recalibrate. Good. What we've got to recalibrate, and this is a big shift, is where actually is right. And you're not going to believe it, but it's here.
Right.
You need to feel like you're swinging here.
Yeah. And at the moment, I'm still a bit scared, so
if you were to let go of this golf club,
it'd go through there.
Post as you're swinging through, it would fly through.
So I've got to feel that.
Through here, yeah. Just try that. Little half. That's it. 3/4 swing. Just swing the weight of the club through here. Perfect. Perfect. Well done.
I mean, that was even a better hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, on a 3/4 swing, I've hit that as far as that's.
Another go. More this way, and you can let your club. So you're swinging this way, Simon, but your golf club, you're swinging that way, but your golf club, Simon, is going to close this way. The face closes.
Yeah, I get that.
So you're differentiating between the direction the club's going, which is this way, but your face is going to close. Yeah. So off you go this way. Explore it. Explore separating the path and face. Well done. There's a bit of draw. It doesn't matter about the strike. What we've got is we've got a club doing the opposite of what it used to do. Brilliant. There you go. Now what this is also doing is it's de-lofting your 7-iron, so it's going to come out stronger. So it's not going to be spinny and fly it up and lose distance.
I mean, that ball flight was better, wasn't it?
Yeah. So you
Maybe
basically
3/4 single game.
Now let's go more to the right. So now you've got to. You can remember the slingshot we did with the butt end of the club.
Yeah, that's right. So
You've just got to get the butt over here. Get the butt over there. Yes, that's it. Awesome. Awesome. Totally different feeling, isn't it?
Very, very different. Very different. And effortless.
More to the right than that, believe it or not. Use the butt. Use that.